and welcome back to Her Sideline Perspective. And it is post the first week of the NFL season of 2025. Listen, a lot is going on, but before we get started, I like to introduce my co hosts. Or actually, she don't need no introduction, but she's going to do it herself.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Her Sideline Perspective, where we ready to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, and I thought you knew.
And it's a lot of good and bad, and I thought you knew.
And ugly.
So we're just going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with Thursday night primetime NFL. Set it off.
Set it off.
We had the Cowboys and the Eagles. What a great game on a Thursday night. First of all, the Eagles won. And I believe we had some predictions.
We did. You know what? That's what I'm missing. I knew I was missing my paper.
We said they were going to win, but
Yes.
it wasn't a blowout.
And I said it wasn't going to be.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. So
Yeah.
go ahead, Sonia. Tell us some highlights from that game that you just that stood
Well, well. I tell y'all what, Dak got out there and did his thing. I'm gonna be
out.
honest. And I ain't gonna put him down because I was thinking that ooh, he ain't been out there. He ain't gonna be able to, you know what I mean? He had been off for the last part of 2024, and now he coming back and off the injury, and but he showed up and showed out. I will give Dak Prescott that. He did his thing.
Yeah.
What I will say is the first half, they gave us a game. And I'm like, okay, let's go. This is a game. Second half, and I just found this out today, and everybody probably know or knew right after the game that CD Lamb had a lot on his mind. That baby dropped 3 balls in a row.
Four.
Oh, four. Ooh, she
Yeah.
said four. She was counting for real, y'all.
They got it all over the web. Four
But his
balls.
grandma passed away, which is who raised him and took care of him the next day. So
That I did not know.
yes, he had a lot on his mind, and it wasn't on the game. He wasn't focused. But I tell you what, he's a good player, and we all know that. So we knew it had to be something for him to do the things that, well, I ain't going to say him to do the things that he did, for the things that happened to happen. I believe in myself, it was a good game. They all balled out, they played ball. But I tell you what, Hurt said one thing: if I got to win it on my own, that's what I'm going to do. But I noticed that with a lot of quarterbacks this first week. All right, sis, go ahead.
You know what? I thought the game was exceptionally on fire from the beginning, from the incident that took place prior to even kickoff, the assault that occurred.
Start. And I'm surprised that I didn't write that down.
Thought you did. That's why I was bringing it up. But Jalen Carter.
Carter, see, okay, I knew. Yeah, I'm not too
Carter,
far
the
behind.
tackle for the Eagles.
The best defensive tackle.
Yeah, actually the
So to
best.
come out there and do what he did, and to be honest with you, to me, I'm just, I'm a spitting is disgusting. Period. I don't care who do it. Dak spit, but he spit on the ground or towards the ground. I guess I don't know. I just seen spit come out his mouth. Don't look like his head was down too much to me either. But to spit directly at somebody and on somebody, that's out of line and disrespectful.
Very much.
And I'm hoping that he is very, very remorseful. I haven't heard a lot, but yeah, they said one thing. Bye, sir. What I
Yeah.
didn't understand about that was the game hadn't even started. Cowboys was in a huddle on their own, doing their own thing, and you walked over there in somebody else's business. But okay.
Yeah, I think it was very irresponsible. And I think it's the lack of emotional control. And I get it, spitting is nasty. And if any like whiff of even a dribble of spit, like I even thought you was gonna spit my way, I would be offended too. But fellas, this is this is not a you thing. This is a team thing. And technically, this could have cost the game. And I do think it probably caused a lot of tension in the game overall afterward. I mean, the score was
Of course it did.
20-24. That was like all they were showing on TV dang near all night and all for the next couple of days. So I think it was irresponsible. And today the NFL did fine this gentleman $57,000.
And
And you know what? That may be chump change to this man.
it may, because I ain't looked up his contract to see how much he make, but I would say it caused a lot of tension on both sides. To start off like that, you got the Cowboys that are like, no, you don't. This my quarterback, because y'all know how every team feels about their quarterback. And then the Eagles like, dude, did you really just do that? So the tension was on both sides and they had to pull it together. And my thing is, when you think about it, this, like you said, it's a team effort. There is no I in team. So that means that I understand he ruined it for everybody else, but that started the night off totally wrong. And it also goes to show that age ain't nothing but a number, 1, 2, or 3 digits. And at 24, you can say you're a man because of age, but you're still a boy. Men don't do stuff like that.
And according to what I read, this gentleman has a little bit of a trouble past with in the law and just kind of like a little bit of rebellious. He better get it in order. The NFL is not playing as we saw the whole night. There are lots of rules that have changed. This, listen, it's getting so, I don't want to use the word like sensitive, but a lot of these penalties that were called on this Thursday night game were surprising to a lot of watchers, me, myself included. Again, the taunting, the unnecessary roughness calls,
Hmm.
they are doing 15-yard penalties on this stuff and they are not playing. Don't even try to like, don't try to get up on nobody no more. You can't even like flex on nobody no more. I mean, what is the game of football turning into? What are your thoughts on like, these penalties?
I would say it's probably time. It's probably been time. I think a lot of players got away with a lot of different things, but it can get to a point, and I also think it got a lot to do with last season, where everybody was saying that these referees was all for the Chiefs. So now they gonna have to stand tall through it all, as
Law Nation.
Law Nation would say. You're gonna, even with the referees, you're gonna have to stand and be like, okay, you know what? We was wrong. We have to, be a little better. But don't be too cautious about everything. But the NFL is not playing when it comes to this taunting now. I thought standing over the player, like most of them do, because when you're on the ground and you get up, they all kind of stand over you with their legs. But no, you can't even stand on the side of them and look. It's a lot of different. It's a lot of different rules now that just make you sit back and think like, okay, it's more going on than we really think. And they have changed it all the stuff. But then we have to also think that we in the 2025s. So it's a lot of changes that are going on. And as it should. I don't think that they should go overboard with it when it comes to certain stuff. Like, okay, the different hand movements, and I get it because it means certain things to certain people. But some of those gestures, I think, too, can be taken a little far. But with the age, with the younger players that are coming in, with the things that we just saw with the Cowboys, with the Chiefs. I mean, we got some hand movements going on, and I don't want to get a little bit too far on that because we're gonna talk about that game too. But I kind of think that they have to,
Yeah,
in order to,
at
because
the
they got to rein these. I would say kids. Some of these, they're men.
unnecessary roughness is very subjective
It
because
is.
I mean, football is a physical sport, right? And if I'm running full speed ahead, I don't know if I could stop mid
Well,
run.
you
I mean,
can't.
if you're running, if you're already going, you gonna give me for unnecessary roughness for tackling?
But the thing is a lot of times, is you, like you said, you running full speed ahead, and it was a play on that too,
Yeah, it
in the
was.
end zone.
Yeah.
But he couldn't stop himself, and the player catching the ball was already going down. So if you're in motion and you're going down too, that call, to me, that was a bad call.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a penalty. But like I said, you got these referees that want to keep their job too, because you may have a robot out there in a minute. They're doing all the NFL doing all kind of stuff right now. So they gonna do what they need to do to keep their job, because it's been a lot going on with them too, and a lot said, and favoritism, and so I'm
Yeah,
just
well, that's all I got for the Eagles and the Cowboys. That was a great NFL opener. I tell you what, it set the tone for the whole weekend. I don't know who the Chiefs. I mean, I don't know who the Eagles or the Cowboys have this week, but I don't know if the Cowboys are home or what's going on. But I want to see, are the Eagles going to keep their momentum? Are the Cowboys going to say make some changes, make some adjustments? I think you mentioned earlier, why are you always throwing it to CD?
I did. I
Can
did.
you throw to another receiver?
I think my thing with that is I wrote it down and I said, I believe, Dak, you need to stop using CD so much. We all know CD good. So everybody kind of expecting you to throw it to him. But you got to choose a different wide receiver. And depending on, CD and everything that was going on, you never know what's going on. Everybody's got a story. And you don't know what's going on at the time that can affect their mind. This game in itself is a mental challenge. So yeah, I think that and
Awesome.
and you got to give everybody a chance. How you gonna be able to see what other players can do if you still dependent on one player? No.
No, I heard today on some podcast or something that it was a bunch of receivers being interviewed, and they said that they're divas. Receivers are divas and they want the
Ah,
ball.
ah.
They want the ball and they get sassy when they don't get the ball. And I would not want to think that he, with his masculine self, gets sassy, but hey, he's a receiver and you out there waving your hands and this and that. But I'm not sure why we're not utilizing the talent that is on the field. And again, I'm looking for some adjustments this week with the Cowboys, and I'm sure the Eagles went back and had a conversation with Mr. Carter. It'll be interesting to see what he does in this week's game.
And I think it will be some changes. I actually can say that, like I said, Dak did his thing. So he wasn't just throwing the CD, but if you notice, that's who we go to a lot. And I get it. You got the highest
The
play.
peanut butter and jelly.
But a lot of these teams is like that. They know who to go to. They know, you know what I'm saying? That's what they do in camp. They go into this person all the time. So they literally know the plays. And when I turn my foot this certain way, you already know. And so I get it when it comes to that. But I also kind of feel like give everybody else a chance to. That's just how I see it. But the Commanders and the Packers is this Thursday night. So yeah, another good one.
We haven't talked about them, but they are both 1-0. So we'll talk about that. Friday nights, prime time again. We were on the road out of the country in Brazil with the Chargers and the Chiefs. And I'm gonna tell you this. Of course, by default, we're Chargers fans over here. However, it seemed to be up in Brazil, it was some favoritism going on.
They was booing the Chargers, baby, every time. I was like, okay.
They wanted them Chiefs to win. And I will say this again, similar to Thursday. Immediately, game is beginning. We already have a collision between Kelsey and Worthy is out of the game.
Uh-huh.
And
Woo.
although it the game should be continue to play and everybody should, but I think it does throw the momentum off because these are the players that were supposed to play. Now you got to make some
Yeah,
adjustments.
yeah, yeah.
And the draft pick from 2024 class, this is his second year. It would have been nice to see his debut, and that did not happen.
Well, I actually think that all these teams plan for that too. And I guarantee you this week you got to do some switcheroos. I told you last week when we talked that week 1 through 3, it's gonna be a lot of changes. Folks getting hurt
Yeah.
in week 1. So I don't want to, like you said, jump ahead with certain things, but there are going to be some changes, and a lot of these teams are going to have to adjust to the change because that person that you think is going to be out there, like Denzel Perryman, we talk about the Chargers now. He came walking out with a boot after week one.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, it's going to be people that's going to be not in the game that we're thinking it's going to be. And these teams adjust accordingly. And they got that next runner up that's going to get out there.
Up. Like
Next
like
man up. Put me in,
John
coach.
Harbaugh says, the opportunity squad.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Next man up. Just put me in, coach. That's all I'm asking. Put me in, coach. I can only show you what I can do when I'm out there. Put me in.
The Chargers showed up and showed out 27-21. This game, if you guys did not watch this game, baby,
Yeah, it was a good one.
it was a good game. And I know we're going to talk about it towards the end of tonight's episode. But I mean, again, Herbert, Justin, you showed out.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
318 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Herbert basically told people, I'm here. Okay. I'm tired of y'all talking about I'm not doing nothing. I'm in the league. And he
Yes.
showed up, had an amazing performance. I'm gonna put a clip in right here because for me, I enjoyed the scramble. That this play was amazing. Herbert seen an opportunity. He took off, ran for 19 yards. It
And
was
that
three,
slide was so
and it was
smooth.
like we,
That slide was so
but
smooth.
he did the first down and he got it. I'm telling you, these quarterbacks that could run, this is now a new role in the quarterback
Yep.
position. You
Yep.
got to have legs on you because guess what? You got to seize these opportunities. What did you like about the game? What are some takeaways?
I tell you, even and I didn't look at everybody's stats like I usually do, but even Dayon Henley, he showed up and showed out like he was supposed to. I did see a little bit of clips today that came through from the Chargers, and I believe that DJ is one of the captains. And
Yes,
baby, you got Allen back, and they happy about that. And he got out there and showed out too. So my thing is what I was saying about these quarterbacks. They know the people that they can go to that's going, I don't care if I'm throwing outside, upside, downside, down low, up high. They know who to go to and who going to catch that ball. So I would say that from the two games that we talked about, from Thursday and Friday, last year, them O lines kind of like would look like to me like, eh. This year, these O lines are showing up, and I'm like, come on, show me what you're working with. I'm ready for it, and that's what we need. So I
yeah,
think that the Chargers got out there and they did their thing, and they showed that, yeah, this was a what 8 year stint for them to
eighth
get
game,
the Chiefs stuff out of there.
eighth game, but I think since 2021, eighth game.
8 games.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I mistaken, said 8 years, 8 games. Yeah, so that felt good. It
it,
felt good for me because, like you said, by default, I'm Charger by default, 49 all the way, but Charger by default, and it looked good and it felt good, and I feel that them being out the country, I think they did good. I think they did a good job, and they gave us a good game. That was the thing. It wasn't like it was no, like man, come on. I didn't feel like that. I was like, come on.
it was a good game. And 17.3 million people watched this game
Mm,
on the YouTube. I was talking to my homeboy earlier and he was like, just kind of complaining about how you can't watch the game and you got to do this, do that. And what about the people that can't utilize like streaming and all these other services? But let me just tell you 17.3 million people watched this game compared to last year's game out of country, which was 14 million. So
Jesus.
a million people got it in order. And they
And
said, we're going to get on the YouTube.
just like I said last week, guess what? The NFL want to try to make it a little hard for everybody, but and they got this NFL ticket thing that if you knew, they're gonna give you a discount to sign up. So they doing what they can to get the views, but people gonna do like you did too. They're gonna go outside. Now, if I got to go to another side of town because this is my team and I want to see them and I know this certain bar is gonna play them, hey, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So yeah, 17, that's a lot of folk. You hear me?
million views on a YouTube. So listen, folks is using YouTube because I
Yeah.
think last year they said it was Peacock. So YouTube was obviously more favorable this
Is that
year.
YouTube TV or just YouTube?
YouTube TV.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe it was on regular YouTube. I watched mine on YouTube TV, but maybe it's on regular YouTube. I mean, it was free.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay. So, enough about the Chargers and the Chiefs for Friday night. Day football was an all day party for folks that love football. I mean, I believe the first game is like 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know that the Raiders started off pretty early. I think they played at
They
10.
said at 10. Yeah.
And my homegirl here didn't watch the game. I watched the game and it was a great game. I'm not a Raiders fan per se, but like I do kind of like them as like the underdog. To me, they're like, the bad news bears. I'm just saying.
Not the bad news bears. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just kind of have low expectations. But I tell you what, y'all Raiders fans, we're gonna see you in a couple of days, but y'all is loyal to the soil. That's all I gotta say. Y'all loyal to the soil, and the Raiders fans had a reason to celebrate. Look at that. They 20-13 against those Patriots. Now somebody said either the Raiders is really good or the Patriots is pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, I actually think this year, and I want to say I said it last week, and if not, it's been a time that you and I have been talking that these in all 32 teams went in and got them some rookies, some UDFAs, and so they got a bunch of new people on these teams, and it's a good thing because you got to let them get out there and show because everybody else is getting older. As they get older, well, who I don't want to jump too far, but Rogers, I said something about you last week, and I tell you what, buddy, do your thing, because he told the Jets one thing: listen. Now, y'all had me last year, and guess what? I'm about to show y'all something right now, and he did. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm yeah. Go ahead, sis. I think all of those we got week one was awesome.
Week one was awesome. I was excited that I do like Genty. I think he didn't get that Heisman Award. He's out of Boise. He's a beast on the field, and I think he's coming for everything he could not get. And he got his first NFL career touchdown with the Raiders. Pete Carroll is there. He looked great and fired up. I think they gave him the game ball.
As always. So
He's 100 years old, but he's still out there. At his age, Pete said one thing: "I'm still here, and we gonna win some games." But
and
Pete,
you,
next week you won't be
we coming for
celebrating.
you. We coming for you.
You're not gonna be celebrating. Raiders fans, don't cut me. I know
Yeah,
y'all.
come on now, y'all. I told y'all be nice now. It's okay. It's the NFL. Your team, my team, our team, and you all gonna root for who you supposed to root for, and that's what you're supposed to do. But yeah, don't cut us to the white meat, okay? Thank you.
Sunday. So as you mentioned, the Steelers and the Jets.
Mm.
Steelers was 34, Jets 32. Aaron Rodgers said, "I'm a senior citizen, but I'm still
He's not a senior citizen. I can't.
a lot of senior citizen quarterbacks."
He's 40, but that ain't a senior citizen. But yeah,
Anyway, he's an OG in the game.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Old team. And showed them, what do he have? 4 touchdowns?
And he said, I can still throw. That's what Aaron said.
Yeah.
And he wasn't so happy there in New York with them Jets last year. He got hurt, but it wasn't like a family thing for him. And I think it was from the top all the way to the bottom that he felt not good about it. So now he's saying, listen, this is what's happening, and I'm about to show y'all. And that's what I've been saying this whole time. Show up and show out. Because that's what you got to do. You got to show and tell. Don't come with no lip service. That's just like somebody telling the Lord, Father, I love you, but you never spend no time with him. That lip service is not going to do. You need to show him how much you love him, just like you need to show these fans how much you're still a good player. And you did your thing. You did your thing. I'm telling you. And I was so proud of you.
Yeah, I was proud, even though I'm not. Now, I have Stiller fans that are some friends, so they were celebrating that. Travis Hunter,
Okay. And he played.
he got his start. Jaguars won against the Panthers 26-10. Travis Hunter, he cut them dreads off his head.
Wasn't we talking about that though? Was he
He
going to get
cut
to play?
that, and I like it.
Me too.
I
Me
like
too.
it. I mean, it was a little, it's a little shaping, but overall, new job, new baby, new wife, new
Hey,
haircut. Why
hey.
not?
New
Trav,
you. New you.
fresh,
Yep.
fresh.
Yep.
Anyway, he did pretty good out there. First NFL start, first NFL catch. They celebrated. He was really excited on the sidelines. So I think Travis is going to be.
Did he get to play both positions?
He did.
That's what
So
I thought. And you and I talked about that. Yeah.
not much on the defensive side
It's
of the ball,
okay.
but
It's okay.
I think he needs to eat a little bit. He needs to beef up a little bit. He look a
Well,
little small. Looks a little thin.
no, I tell you ooh, who looked thin. That was on no, keep going, baby. I get to that when we get to this game. Who we talking about?
Next, I don't know. Did you watch the Commanders game? Correct.
I did. I
Commander
did.
won against the Giants 21-6. What did you take away from that game?
Well, guess what? Jalen got out there and did. And he's so, I don't know. It's just, it's such a calm about him. And everybody says that. Even the commentators, they say it. He just got this calm about him. And even when he, do something that wasn't right or kind of mess up a little bit, he just come out smiling. He just like, yeah, well. But that was it was a good game. And I noticed that no matter what, I've seen all the games that I've seen, I did notice that it's kind of like what you said with these quarterbacks. They using them legs. They taking off and they using them legs. And a lot of people probably didn't know, but quarterbacks are fast. They can run.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know Herbert was 6'5". I'm like, good googly. He is big. That's tall. I was like, you're tall, sir.
The-
Even Harbaugh was like, he looks up at Herbert like, "Hello." But yeah, I did see. Now I did notice your boy Debo
yeah,
made an
yeah,
amazing play.
yeah, yeah,
Commanders.
yeah.
What
He
you
did.
think?
I
I
was
mean,
gonna say. I
y'all
mean, we lost him. We lost him. And I know he was ready to go though. That's the thing. The 49ers lost him and yeah, you could tell that, especially last year, Debo was ready to go. And he got out there and did his thing too. And to me, he looking good. I'm like, all right, Debo, look like you didn't shape it. Yeah, like how you just said that Travis needs to gain a little weight. Look like Debo just like, okay, I'm just ready. I'm ready now. And I can see going somewhere else and
start.
being happy. You can just tell the difference in the players. When we get to the Packers, we'll say that. So y'all already know who I'm saying. You can tell
Speaking
the difference in the players. Even though
speaking of,
some of
yeah,
these teams have been their home and they've been there for a while, once they leave and go somewhere else, they get to see something different. Aaron Rodgers left them Jets, went to the Steelers, and he like and he waited to the bitter end before they picked him up. I mean the bitter.
yeah,
But they did, and he's another one. You get there and you can see the difference in the play. Debo, you did your thing too, and you looked pretty happy. This is my thing, that it's just like a job. You go and you work your job. If the morale sucks, you go to work every day like whatever.
yeah,
Dang if
yeah,
I do and dang if I don't.
right.
The NFL players, that's their job, and they do the same thing. So they feel the same way. If you're not feeling the love from the top to the bottom, as Aaron said,
That's what he said.
from the Jets, he wasn't feeling that. No, not at all. I was like,
I didn't realize he was that vocal about it.
yeah. I mean, hey, at 40, you when you turn 40, I'm gonna tell any woman, if you ain't 40 yet, when you turn 40, you're gonna know who you is, what you want, what you gonna take, what you gonna do, and every yeah. Once you hit 40, It's a whole different ball game. So maybe it's like that for men too. Hopefully, I don't know, because some men,
Loud and proud.
yeah, say what you want. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and clearly he was able to back it up.
He showed and tell. He did. He
Not
came
trash.
back and showed that I'm not as old as everybody think I am, and I still got it. Yeah, I still got my arm. I still got okay.
Speaking of people going to other teams, Micah Parsons debut with the Packers.
Hmm.
They played the Lions 27-13. Packers took the win on this one.
Of course they did.
Of course, you wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I thought the Lions did pretty good at the beginning of last season. I don't know what
And the
happened.
Lions is, I think they was all right too, and they probably gonna still be good. But it's, I think what happened is, and not all of the NFL teams did this, but a lot of the teams didn't let in training camp you couldn't hit. So if I'm not hitting, and then a lot of them didn't play in the preseason. So if I'm sitting out, I got cold legs, cold feet, and you going in week 1 and got to play this whole game because you a
Yeah.
vet. Man, you tired, you winded, you getting hit. Folks is trying to rock your world, and it's yeah. So it's a little different when you get out there now. I don't know what it is now. For I may have to ask some questions and find out. Can they hit now that they're not in training camp while y'all out there practicing?
No,
Because,
they can't hit their own players. They
but
gonna
guess
knock.
what? Well, you should. I ain't saying knock them out, but I'm saying you need to do something because.
You can't hit them. You cannot hit them. You
So
can't.
guess what? Guess what? Now you going out here on week 1 and you
Yeah,
getting lit up. I seen some WWFs. I was like,
I
they
did.
slamming folks, picking up people and slamming them down, and I'm like, okay, yeah, well, yeah, right, right. Like, but guess what? They're ready for it. They're used to it. They're ready for it. But then sometimes, especially when you first catch that ball and you got this defense player come, bam, before you even know it and hit you, it's like, ooh, okay, ooh, they getting lit up. So if you ain't ready, you better stay ready so you ain't got to get ready because we just at the beginning and we already know what happens with these players as these weeks go on and on and on. That's another reason why their soft tissues, when they get out there, these vets, and they didn't play in the preseason and they've been sitting out, even though they've been practicing, it's different to be out there on the field playing the game. And now your soft tissues, my boy Kittle hurt my heart, y'all. Hurt my heart. Hurt my heart. I was like, my goodness. We only got 5 people that's left. That's
We'll talk about that because that's.
Jesus.
But I did
Woo.
want to talk about Titans versus the Broncos. Our number one pick, our number one 2025 draft pick, Cam Ward, made his first season debut, and it was not good.
And it was not.
6 sacks. The baby was sacked 6 times. 12 out of 28 passing yards for 112 yards. That's all. He got a fumble with under a minute left in the game. I seen a clip where his daddy was leaving because
Well,
because one of the receivers dropped the ball that Cam. The daddy said, "I'm out." Cam Ware's dad was like, "I'm out of here."
and I
I was talking to someone today though. This is a sidebar. I be worried about these young players because of the mental stuff. Because of course we know you the number one pick, you gonna go to the worst team, right? But you're so used to winning, like your college career, you was the man, you was winning, you were great, you got all this stuff going on, and now you come here and you got to get your mental right because this is not a you thing, this is a team thing. And yeah, Titans.
and I was getting ready to say, it hurts because you just said it. You was the worst team last year. That's why you got the first pick this year. So you would think that they was going in to really pick up. They picked up 13 people in the waivers.
Yeah, they did.
You would think that O line would take care of their quarterback as well. So it's a that wasn't and I was rooting for Cam Ward, really,
i'm
because
still I'm still rooting.
I mean I am too. And like you said, it's a team effort because one player can't do the whole thing by themselves. Although they try. They do. They try, but they can't. And it's like, you're going to have to back me up. That was okay. We're going to talk about, I can bring this up on the side though, too, when we talk about the Texans. But I'm really hoping that the Titans do better.
Yeah.
I'm and I'm not really a Titans fan. I was, because I had somebody on there that I knew, met for the first time last year. He was with the Cowboys, got let go. The Titans picked him up. But I never really looked at the Titans. But when I saw 3-13 last year, I was hoping that they was gonna come out in week one and just do a little bit better.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that they make some adjustments this week. I don't know who they play. Again, I didn't pay no attention to that part, but I'm hoping that they make some adjustments. I don't know, baby. I know they was at practice watching
They
film.
play the Rams. Oh Lord, help them.
Ooh, baby. We speaking of the Rams, they play them Rams. The Rams ain't playing no.
No, no,
No, they're
no.
not playing. They're very physical. I see them.
Very physical, and always have been though. That's what I could say about the Rams. They always have been. They're a very physical team, and
You watched the Texans and the Rams game. Rams won 14-9. Texans is rough too. So what happened?
I didn't really watch that game either. I was kind of going back and forth. I told you, I know. Once I focus on one game, I wait till a commercial comes and I'll come and I'll look, but I'm focused on one game. So I was really watching the Commanders at 10 o'clock. Look, noon for me, but I watched them. So I didn't focus on the other games. I was just kind of like going back and forth. But yeah, and the Texans is pretty good too. But that's what I was getting ready to say. If y'all don't cover Stroud like last year, and he shows it on his face, he gets a little bit upset that my O line is not covering me. Y'all gonna have to hold it down. We know defense wins games. I'm gonna tell you. They always talk about the offense, but the defense is the one that's holding down the offense so that they can't get no points. Okay, defense wins games. But I didn't watch it, so I don't really know, and I didn't look up any highlights about the
We'll pay attention
the
this
Texans.
week.
Yeah, we're gonna look up some more. So when we have our podcast for week 2, we're gonna have a little bit more information for you guys about each team and the things that they did. Wasn't able to look up a lot of highlights, but y'all know I'm a 49er fan. So
Yeah, because I heard the Browns and the Bengals was a good game too, but
my goodness, I didn't watch that either. But
heard one
I
of my home
picked the Browns. I did not expect the Bengals to win. I didn't. I expected the Browns to win.
Flacco.
At 41, Flacco. Rogers did. Why Flacco didn't? Woo. Yeah, well,
He walked into the game with his pink Stanley Cup,
not
ready
pink.
to play.
Okay, all right.
So much about the Bengals. I don't know a lot about the Browns actually.
Yeah, me either. I
So
knew they were sorry. Oops, did I just say that? Yeah, I mean, everybody saw them stats from last year. We already know who was the first 3 that had to get their picks from these waivers because they was bad. It go
the
them
Browns.
Titans and them Browns.
Browns got a lot of fans.
I mean, you know what? All these NFL teams do, and they actually don't care that their teams are sorry. They're going to stick with them to the end, and I don't blame you because guess what? My team sucked last year, and I was mad about it, but we had a lot of injuries. So
let's roll it. Let's talk about that 49er game.
They didn't do too good this week, and guess what?
But they won.
Thank you, Shanahan. Thank you so much.
Wait, before you get to that part,
okay,
just go right to the good news. 49ers had a ball game against them Seahawks.
They did. They did.
Niners won 17-13 against Seattle Seahawks on the road. And I heard the Seattle Seahawks fans is nasty work.
And loud. That stadium is so loud that you can't even hear yourself.
I heard they're nasty, but off that win, the 49ers won, but they had a lot of residual.
My goodness. We barely won, y'all. But I'm gonna tell you, just like my family say, a win is a win, and we're gonna take it. We did win. We're 1-0. Thank you. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Yes, we are. But thank you, Shanahan, again. Because I said it. I don't know what kind of Moody be in, but guess what? You're out of here. Get out of here. And I think everybody wanted that.
Moody, if you guys don't know,
Your first kick was a doink, doink.
wasn't it
You
30 yards or something like
No, it
ridiculous?
was the field goal.
Oh, Moody.
Ridiculous. And every time they showed his face, he looked so just simple. Oh, oops, oops. Yeah, oops from 2024 to 2025. And Shanahan did the right thing. I don't know who our kicker is now.
Oh, they
Um,
got somebody though. I forget his name, but they got somebody.
yeah, but you got the who just played the night game, the
Vikings.
Sunday, the best game of the week.
We're not there yet.
Okay, good because they brought their kicker in on a red eye, and baby,
We want to talk about the injuries that came off of the 49ers.
we talking
Kittle
about the what? Listen, ma'am,
30. I'm not sure if he's
we
out.
we don't know yet. Now
No,
Shanahan said one thing: his shoulders. Now it's his shoulder and his toe. Shanahan said we rather for the toe to get better than the shoulder. Not to say that he don't want the shoulder to get better too, because hopefully it's his left and not his right. Because I ain't even looked into that. But we got Jennings. They was waiting for his CT scan to come back. So that's three players right there. Well, our other two player is McCaffrey. Kittle is gone for 3 to 5 weeks. You won't be back until October. And I just found out watching the game last night, Mason is on the Vikings now. Mason was our running back last year that took McCaffrey's place while he was out. I did not know we let him go. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? So, 49ers, I love y'all. And y'all got to step it up too. Just like we were saying about these other teams, y'all gonna have to step it up. And y'all ain't got all good teams this year. All the teams that y'all playing ain't.
not know what's in that Santa Clara South Bay water or Gatorade that y'all is drinking. I don't know who's doing the physical therapy in the
We play the Saints next week, and we gonna who gonna beat them Saints? Who that there that gonna beat them Saints?
Are they on the road? Because if they in New Orleans,
I don't care where they at. The 49ers gonna beat them Saints.
if they in New Orleans, the band will be playing. The band will be playing.
Oh,
I don't
when the Saints they gonna play. They gonna play anyway. You know how they get down. You know how they roll. They got the whole Mardi Gras going on out there. So
I will say this, the tight end out of the 49ers, Jake
tongues,
Tong.
tongues.
I
Yeah,
didn't know he was a walk
tongues.
on. He was a walk on in Cal from Cal, Berkeley. A UDFA in the draft. He was not drafted. He has played 20 games, but Sunday night he caught, what did he do?
Did he do three?
3 touchdowns in one game after not playing 20 games and getting suited up.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's go.
Tell you,
You
be
know,
ready when they call your name
be ready.
because now Kittle is out, and baby, we really need you now.
We do, and I think he gonna show up and show out.
And I do too.
I'm kind of upset about this too, and I sit back and I think about the moves and the plays that these NFL GMs, managers, coaches make. Why did y'all get rid of Jerry Rice's son? 49ers. So it's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that we don't know about, but it's also a lot of things that I think that wrong decisions be being made. That's just me. Her sideline perspective, and I got my opinion when it comes to the NFL, and that's kind of like, what are you thinking? Maybe you weren't. Okay, I'll take that too, because and it's from each team. I'm not speaking specifically about the 49ers. I'm speaking on the NFL in general, the 32 teams.
Mhm.
They make decisions that end up being the wrong decision. And if you don't let that person get out there, you put your vets out there and let them play, but then you don't put your people out there that's you played in preseason that showed up and showed out. You don't give them a chance to really show what they can do. And then you end up
I think I was listening to a guy today on TikTok that said that about the Ravens. Like they just keep on, and we'll talk about that game next while we're on. We might as well talk about the grand finale for Sunday night, Ravens and the Bills. Some guy on TikTok said, "My God, Ravens, you're never going to get it right, and you got fresh legs that you don't use." I don't know this because I don't really know the Ravens players outside of Lamar and Henry, but from what I heard, they got a bunch of fresh legs that they don't
Fresh
use.
leg.
Fresh legs. And so Ravens, Buffalo, Bills, and the Ravens played the finale for Sunday night. And if you went to sleep,
You shouldn't have.
you shouldn't have.
I don't
Because
know how you did. I don't
if
know how
you
you
went
did
to
if you went to
sleep on
sleep.
Sunday night,
You missed a good one.
stay up to
You
watch
missed a
this
good
amazing
one.
game of the week, in my opinion. And I know we still got Monday night, and that was a good game too. But the game of the week was the Bills and the Ravens.
Yes, it
41
was.
to 40. The Bills won this game by, listen, the Ravens had a 15-point lead with 4 minutes left in the game.
And came them
When I
Bills.
tell you, in football, it ain't over
Now until it's over. And them
until it's
fans start leaving, baby.
fans was leaving. Bye. It wasn't even no snow. And they said, we're out of here. This game is
And you
over.
would think that fans are loyal and they're not going to leave. But I told Nicole that I was going to say this. I had a game that I was at last year with the Cowboys. And yeah, I looked at Nicole and I said, Nicole, let's go. And she looked at me and I'm like, yeah, because wasn't no coming back on that one. I already knew it wasn't. But that Ravens and Bills game, that was the game of the week.
I mean, it
Even
was,
Devontae Adams, baby, if y'all ain't seen no one hand catch, that one there, okay. I was like, is it that one there? That was a catch.
yeah.
It was a sight to see. I'm hoping that everybody was able to see that game because I think from beginning to end. And I also will say, if you notice, you can name the quarterbacks that you already know that's going to take off. You got Justin, you got Jalen Hurts, you got Lamar Jackson. What's
Yeah.
the Bills? What's his name?
Josh.
I'm telling y'all better watch out from these quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And the teams, the O line, they love their QBs. So
Yeah.
they gonna be trying to do everything that they can to cover them. Well, not all. Lord help them this year that they do take care of their quarterbacks. But that was a game that should not have been missed. I don't know if do
It
people
was,
still nobody
um,
has cable anymore, right? And I don't think
they
it's
do.
played on cable where you can record it because that was a game that should have been recorded.
Yeah. My mama records the games.
Okay, see,
I don't know why. You're not going back and watching them.
go back and watch it. But that was a good game. That was a really
Allen, I will say
Josh Allen played his heart out.
something about his mustache. It's so big. I'm like, is that a real mustache? Josh Allen was the MVP from last year. He said, I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah,
We're
and he
gonna
did.
run it.
And he did.
Quarterbacks are the leaders of this team. And to be that level headed with 4 minutes left, 15 points down, and you say, we still got a game to play. Four
Yep.
minutes left.
Yep.
Now, Henry, the running back, fumbled the ball. And I'm gonna tell you, we was talking, me and my homeboy.
That's where it trickled down to. That's
Me,
when it started.
me and my homeboy was just talking about this because he was like, the momentum switched at that very
That's
moment,
when
which
it
kind of
started.
sucks because
Yep.
Henry rushed for 175 yards and had 2 touchdowns that night. He played really well and made a mistake.
Yep.
Do you think
He
it
didn't
cost?
really make a mistake. That
He,
man punched that ball out.
maybe they did, and it wasn't even a hard. And he kind of had it cradled. I mean, but
Depending on how you going down, how you getting ready to fall, where you holding it at, and if you not really cradling it like you said with both arms closed, these players coming in, I saw a few punches
yeah,
in week one. I mean, I'm like, oh my goodness. I saw punches, I saw WWFs, I saw spit. Did y'all see what we saw? Because it
I
was a
did.
lot going on in week one. I
I feel
know
like
they're gonna. I think it had a lot of face. I think it had a lot to do with nerves, though. We seen face slaps,
we
and guess what, baby? He didn't get.
who
He
was
didn't. Now that was Tart. That's why I kept saying Tart. That slapped Kelsey. He got a 15-yard penalty on that, and he didn't get ejected from the game because guess what? It was an open hand. I said, "Well, I'll be." If it had been a punch, it would have been something different because it was an open hand.
so
See what
you
I'm
got
saying about these rules in the NFL?
Listen,
This is not the
keep
W.
your hands to yourself, fellas. Just stop.
Cut it
Another
out. Grow
another
up.
thing about the Bills is this kicker that they got on up in here. This 41-year-old kicker. He
Came in on a red eye.
signed 2 days before the game, baby. And I'm
He
gonna tell
came
you,
in on a red eye.
came in on the red eye. And let me tell you, some of the players said that when he came into the locker room, they thought he was a coach. Sorry, Matt.
I was like, look, I don't know. I need to look him up. He looked pretty old. I was like,
He did.
oh, oh,
But I tell you what, he did better than Moody.
yeah. Well, guess what? That's why Moody ain't got no job no more. You about to lose your job, and we're happy about it. Get this dance. You about to.
Anyway, the kicker for the Bills, hats off to you. You came in, you did your job.
That's
Another
another
thing,
thing. That's you only got one. You got one job.
one y'all,
One. And
one y'all.
I need you to get it right. I need your toes to be right. I need that side foot to be right. I need you to put on that right tennis shoe. I need you to get in the right angle when you're ready to kick this ball. If you're gonna kick, kick. If not, get out. Get out. Because you're making us lose the game. If we can't get a field goal, we can't get the point after. Listen, Linda, you're gonna have to get it together. That's kind of one job. They ain't asked you to play, you ain't the long snapper and you got one job
One
and you
y'all.
can't kick the ball right. Boy, you should have been kicking all year long. You knew you wasn't doing good in 2024. Now you gonna come back in the 2025s and mess up. That's not, come on now, get it together. I'm not,
And Moody
I feel no ways tied. Come too far from where I started from. Thank you, Lord. No, not with him. Forgive me, Lord. But I know we supposed to love, and I
yeah.
do. But God didn't say I had to like nobody. He said I had to love him. So I'm gonna love him with the God kind of love and peace out, bruh. All right, Moody. That's
And
the
we're
way I
gonna
feel
look
about that.
forward to where Moody lands in the waiver wire.
Ma'am, did you really just say that?
I don't know who's gonna pick up Moody, but I did want to talk about.
You think somebody is?
Nah, I did want to talk about. 'Cause I really like. Again, I like the little young guys. So Coleman, the receiver that got drafted to the Bills last year in
Keon
2024.
Coleman.
22-year-old guy. He's so cute and funny, and I like him. He made some good plays for the Bills. He scored a touchdown, and it was beautiful, beautiful in the end zone. We're gonna drop the clip up in here to show Keon Coleman, 112 yards, 8 receptions for the night. So I still consider him like a rookie a little bit because it's the second year, but
That
wait,
is still. Yeah.
get in there and play some ball, baby, because that's
Yes.
what the Bills did. Now,
Last night's game.
Bears
And the
and
Vikings.
all I saw was, Caleb. I was rooting for Caleb.
Oh, that's good. Good for you. Because I picked the Vikings and thank you. I was on pins and needles. Not that I ain't rooting for Caleb, but maybe he need to take that black fingernail polish off because it ain't
Well, it
helping.
wasn't black this time. I think it was
I
like,
don't care what color it is. He don't need to wear no fingernail polish. But that's just, again, her sideline perspective. My opinion. But
Caleb
guess
Dow.
what? Guess what they did for the other little 22-year-old? McCarthy, the quarterback on the Vikings. They call him the comeback kid.
Oh, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
they do.
comeback kid. 'Cause that's what he did last night. He came back. And I was so proud of him for that
Yeah,
because he was like literally out there getting beat up too, sort of
cream.
kind of, and not, you know what I mean? It wasn't looking good at first, but he had to do the same thing. And if that's what these quarterbacks got to do, they got to be able to show that I am the leader on this team. Quarterbacks are leaders. So I'm the leader. So guess what? I'm gonna have to lead, and I'm gonna have to lead with a purpose. And he did that. I'm proud of you, McCarthy. You did good. You did good, little one. Yes, you did.
Surprisingly, I was on TikTok.
First time in the NFL, baby.
I was on TikTok last night. Vikings got some fans. I don't
Yeah.
know none of them, but the Vikings got some fans. I'm like, people love that team. So, what a way to end the week of football. Monday night was very competitive.
Yes.
the whole weekend, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday. If you did not watch a game this week, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, maybe you don't like NFL, but I promise you, you missed it because week one was
Week
fire. So if it week one was fire, I think going all the way forward, we're about to see some ball this year, and I'm ready for it.
Thursday night, we have the Commanders and the Packers in Green Bay. Both are 1-0. This gonna be a good matchup. This gonna be a good matchup. I don't even know who you got. Who you got? Who you got?
Woo! I'm gonna have to go on with the cheeseheads this time. I'm going with the Packers.
Okay, you
I
going with
know I switched up.
you did because you commanders be commanding. I thought
They be
that's
commanding. They be commanding.
okay. So we gonna see if Miss Sonia's predictions gonna hold because she been good. So
I
she
did pretty good. I thought I brought my sheet in here, but I think I had nine. Yeah, I think I had 9 games. I wasn't like I said, I wasn't expecting them
who
Browns to lose.
you wasn't expecting the Browns.
No.
I don't know. I got the Commanders or Redskins, however, whatever y'all want to call them.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like last season they were so close, and I just feel like they just gonna give us a run for our money this whole season. I think they're gonna be one of the top two teams.
I'm picking mines right now.
Oh,
Okay. Ooh.
well, you know what, y'all? We
Show them clips.
we on the road this weekend for our first trip of the
Are you ready?
season. We're going to Vegas, baby. Vegas.
Yes.
My good
Yeah.
girlfriend here has never been to Vegas, so
Nope.
if
Nope.
y'all
Look,
out in
and
Vegas,
I know that's a funny for everybody because it's a funny for me. But guess what? I'm going Saturday. I'll be there Saturday to Tuesday. I'm ready. Let's go, Vegas.
so we'll be somewhere Sunday sitting down eating some chicken wings. No, y'all know Sonya don't go outside to watch the game unless she at the stadium. So this gonna be a first time like in the elements in
No,
Vegas.
not the first.
I
No,
mean,
I
not the
just
first
don't do it
time.
often. But yeah.
But she don't do it often. Me, on the other hand, I'm in the streets. We're gonna be at Allegiant Stadium on Monday night, y'all. Monday night,
Yeah.
primetime football. The Raiders and the Chargers. I was trying to say the Chiefs.
I thought you would have said
I
the
don't know
Chargers.
why. I don't know why I was about to say the Chiefs. I think I was reading the Raiders, and I didn't notice y'all. The
Bolt
Raiders,
up.
I both up. What did you say the Chargers say at the end of
And you
the?
know what? I was wrong. You're right. It is Harbaugh. His
Okay,
their dad made that up for them. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.
really? Aw, yeah, Harbaugh. I heard him. I've seen a video today of him using a cuss word. I was shocked. But yeah, Monday night. What is your prediction?
Okay, please hold. Let me pull it back up on the screen. So you
One
said
and
for
Monday
Monday
night.
night, I'm the
Yeah,
Chargers.
yeah. One. Both teams 1-0,
Man,
and we leaving with that W out of Vegas.
yeah.
So what I
I
want,
think this gonna be another close one, but we gonna win.
yeah,
Okay?
I think it's gonna be a close one. I
Yeah.
do think the Raiders is coming in fired up because of their first win of the. I think they gonna be fired up, and I'm just hoping the Chargers is ready for that heat because the
Ooh,
Raiders fans nasty work.
they're kind of scary. I'm hoping that, geez, with all these, I don't know. How do they get in with all that stuff on? Who
And
does that?
I didn't know that Chargers and Raiders are rivals. Like this is a big deal game.
Yes.
So I had no clue. Like they're like rivals. So anyway, y'all, we gonna wrap it up. But we listen. It was a lot to report, and we didn't even really do every single game. It's gonna be hard to do that. It's only two of us, and I don't know. We got to do a lot of studying between Monday and Thursday because we only get 2 days really because you got Monday night
We got them Eagles and them Chiefs going up against each other in week 2, baby. Yes.
Chiefs
Yeah.
is 0-1. I'm gonna just say that Chiefs are 0-1,
Goodness. I didn't
and
I got I'm picking my games, y'all. That's what I'm doing right now. I
Okay.
always do it off the fly. I just be looking and I'm like, okay, here we go. All right.
It's gonna be interesting. So I forgot to ask you, Sonia, what's the play of the week for you? What was your play
Devontae
of the
Adams. That was the play of the week for me.
Oh,
Yeah, that one-handed catch. That was the play of the week for me.
Devontae Adams.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful catch. I mean,
Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, and it's like the tip of the ball just
you hold that ball with one hand.
because they big, like you said, on TV they don't look so big, but then when we see him, but he looks, I don't know. He's little though. He's little, and when I say little, I'm talking about thin. He's a yeah. Looks like he lost a little bit more weight this year to me. I don't know if it's the cameras or, but that's what I saw.
Be the
What was
angle.
the play of the week for you?
The Herbert slide.
All right,
Baby, with that foot up, I'm like Herbert. Herbert. Now let me tell you something. Herbert was spotted with a little dating with Madison Beer. Apparently, she's some
beer.
singer.
Is it beer or bear?
Beer,
Beer.
bear, beer,
Yeah,
bear.
one of them. Yeah,
One of them, she's a cutie.
she is.
They were holding hands in LA. So I don't know.
Hey,
We
hey,
ain't in your business, man. We ain't in your business. This is what I seen on Google. I don't know. But you look happy, Herbert. You got your mustache.
yeah,
A little thick
yeah.
for me. But if Madison like it,
Growing up around here.
I don't know. But you were holding her hands in the streets of Los Angeles. And she's a cutie. And I don't know. They say you were celebrating the win with Madison. I like it. Continue on. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Any last minute words before we conclude?
She put that out there, y'all. I'm not exactly sure where what all the sites that she put it on, but I know I saw it on Instagram. We need somebody to come on and be a guest. We know y'all out there, y'all want to talk. Be prepared. We're gonna be doing this probably all Tuesdays. We're gonna try our best. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't know about this coming Tuesday because we'll just be
Yeah.
coming back. But maybe we will. Maybe we'll sit down and be able to get everything together like we need to. But we want y'all to come out, like, share, subscribe, come and be a guest. Comment, say something, because we be putting these clips out here and we know y'all looking. We see you. We see you. So come on and join us.
Yeah, we see y'all and we want to see you in person. Yeah,
Don't be scared.
we try to do next Tuesday, but we are on the road for our first Monday night game. But for the subsequent weeks, we are trying to do like a weekly recap. We can't make any promises because we gonna be on the road.
Yes,
So
yes.
we will try, but we when we actually on the road, y'all, we be watching the game.
Yeah.
So we be involved and we be hands on. So it's hard for us to kind of like watch other games and take notes because we actually go to the game. So we're going to conclude for the first week of NFL with her sideline perspective. And we're going to do our normal closing with Sonia. But I just want to say thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. We need to run it up. And I mean, we need to run it up quickly. We are in season and I want to see it. And I want to
Yeah.
see y'all. So I will see y'all in Vegas Monday night, but we'll be there from Saturday to Monday. And go ahead, Sonia, and take us out.
Thank you everybody for joining Her Sideline Perspectives, where we're leaving you guys with the good, the bad, the ugly, and now you know. See you soon.
See you soon.